It's an absolutely beautiful sunny day. We're in a late afternoon now and it's still scorching hot. It's been a great day for solar, as you've seen in the last couple of videos, about 3 videos ago. I've vastly improved and upgraded and modernised my solar system that powers the shed, and I've been expanding on that even more, and we'll go more in depth now on what it is I've been doing. Quite impressive, eh? And that's given me over 2,000 watts, but I'll explain what's going on. But first I need to disconnect all that, take that outside to do a job, because that's another handy thing about this system that I've built. Not only does it power the shed and the cabin in emergencies, but it can be convenient outdoors power, and I'll show you how that's going to work now. Good boy, Rocky. You're looking for some shade, are you, pal? As you know, we've got a gorgeous dog called Rocky. He's super clever, super intelligent, very handsome, aren't you, mate? And he's dead funny as well. He's got a real good sense of humour about him. But as anyone will tell you who's got a Labrador or a Golden Retriever, they shed fur like hell, and it's come to that time. I've got to clean the car out. I've got to use the industrial hoover, because it doesn't matter what you do, you won't believe where the fur ends up with these dogs. And Rocky's just the same. Even though he's not a lab or a retriever, he's actually a golly. He's a golden retriever collie, but everyone thinks he's a lab or a golden retriever, and he acts like one. So we're going to rip all the matting and everything out the back of the car, and the dog tub that goes on the back seats, that you think that'll save everything, but oh no, you still won't believe where the everything gets. And then we'll hoover it all out, clean it, and it'll look great for about 3 days, and then we'll have to do it again. Here's the scene of carnage so far. I've got the dog tub out the back of the car, some of the rubber mats, the softer mats, and as you can see, they're covered in Rocky. Even the rear parcel shelf that he goes nowhere near. And this is what's left inside, which is quite heartbreaking as well. It just ends up everywhere. Get them out. So we've just got to hoover all this out. The front won't be as bad. So rather than run a big extension cable from the cabin to out here, I've decided to plug me fireplace, stove cleaning hoover, vacuum cleaner, whatever, into the 1,200 watt solar generator box. And look, no cables, except the one going all the way back to the hoover. I just thought it'd be less hassle than messing around with extension cables, and as a bonus, I'm not using the electricity off the cabin. This hoover, or vacuum cleaner, as you can see, is 1,000 watts. So believe it or not, that box should easily power this. Right, so that's me totally knackered and worn out, and that's the car totally clean. If we have a look, well, it's as clean as I can get it, especially with anyone who's had one of these dogs that sheds a lot of fur will know the heartache of removing it all. But hey, they're leaving a bit of their loveliness with us all the time, so who's complaining? So there you go, it's all cleaned out. The tub's back in and back together. Just put the hook back up. Whoops. So there you go, the tub's back in. That does help actually keep some of it down, and I put a blanket underneath, well, an old curtain actually, and that helps keep it down too. Front's pretty good. Carpets, mats, rubber mats all cleaned. That's good. Just a quick look around the other side. That's all good. Seats are good. Dash has had a bit of a clean as well. Next, give everything a wipe down on the inside, and then obviously the usual, give the car a clean on the outside, and that'll be done tomorrow, hopefully, if the weather stays as nice as it is. Just a quick wash and wax. Right, let's go and have a look how we did with the solar generator and which power we used. So now we're back in the shed, and we've got the NEWSMY solar box completely back in place and everything plugged in, solar panels and all the little USBs and extension lead that I would normally use. So let's have a look how we did. Well, we're up to 66 watts, 66% rather, left of battery, but we'll call that 65 to make things easy. So, or whatever, we started off at 90, so we used 24%. That's great. We've got 40, just over 41 watts of solar coming back in, and we're pulling 4.1 watts of DC because we've got these fairly lights switched on, and the shed, part of the shed lighting, that lantern, the Claris CL3, is back on charge. We've got the AC plugged in, 240, that's for charging my laptop up, but that's not doing anything at the moment because it's not plugged in. I don't think that did too bad. Right, so let's have a closer look at this NEWSMY 1200 solar generator box. Okay, they do another one of these that's on eBay at the moment, all over eBay. It's a 750 watt, that one, and it's great price. These are low price, these things. I first seen this on the first bank holiday of this year, back in spring bank holiday, and they sold out within a week or two. They were all gone, and they were such a great buy. I'd never heard of this company, but I wasn't concerned because when I looked, they are a massive company in China. They've been going for years, and these boxes are very popular in Germany. If the Germans like them, well, they must be good because they like top quality stuff. Here we have two Type C's, got it there, and two Type A's. That's a 100 watt one. That's an input as well as an output, so you can charge in with Type C there from a wall charger, or a power bank, or you know, another box that's outputting. That's a rapid charger Type C as well. This is two 3-amp Type A, so they'll be pretty rapid charging. And then you've got three 240 volt sockets AC. These are all switchable. You can switch them on and off. You can have them all on at the same time. It's really good. And the display is showing that I've got 66% left. I'm trying to cycle this down at the moment because it's not up to full output at the moment. I'll just plug the solar panel back in. There we go, we're back in with that. And now we're charging again. It's late in the day. We're heading towards 8 o'clock in the evening, so I'm only getting a couple of watts of solar. And there's a little bit of cloud out there, but I'll unplug that because I want to cycle it down. I'm not at full capacity yet with this thing, but I'm pretty damn pleased with it. Yeah, and then another thing they put on these things, which occasionally comes in useful, but it could be very useful if you're camping or you're in an off-grid cabin situation where there is no lighting except for this. So you have high, low, SOS, I think I might be in trouble, and then press it again, and you get, oh my god, I think I might have taken magic mushrooms. Turn that off. So yeah, that's everything. Like I say, I'm cycling this at the moment, and they did warn about this in the manual, that when you first get it, it won't be at full capacity. This first packed in when it dropped into down to 30 watts. Fully charged it again using the solar panels, and next time it packed in at 20 watts, sorry, 20% being left, and I've just fully charged it again, and I'm cycling it down again. So I'm hoping this time I get down to about 10%. And it does warn you about this in your manual. In the manual, it's got to have a few cycles before you get maximum out of it. And the same is happening with the other box I've bought, which I'll show you in another video, and why I bought that one. And that does the same thing. That one packed in at about 45%, and I'm cycling that at the moment. So I'm trying to do that while we've still got the sunny weather here, and I can make full benefit of these. So I'm really happy with all my solar upgrades and the progress I've made with that. I've got a really powerful system at the moment, and I'm not finished yet. I've got another thing to show you and why I bought it and added it on, but not today. Yeah, it's giving me a lot more power in the shed that I can use very usefully for jobs outside and jobs in the shed. Power tools now, I can charge them all up, all the batteries, no problem. Run my laptops, charge all my camera equipment up. And as you've seen today, use a hoover outside or vacuum cleaner to clean the car without messing around with all sorts of extension cables. I didn't show the hoovering bit of the car because I'm sure we all pretty much know how that goes and what it sounds like, but believe you me, it did work. If you don't believe me, go back and look in my original video where I used it to clean out the shed, plugged into that same box. So another reason I made this video, as well as showing you how happy I am with my solar upgrades and how useful these things are, there's not a lot of information or videos. I couldn't find much about the NEWSMY N1200 is what it's called. It's the 1200 watt version on the internet, not on YouTube. I found it out about the company by doing an in-depth search, you know, amount of research and everything. And that's when I found out that they had a huge Chinese company and make loads of quality electronic devices, and they've been around since the 90s. So yeah, no problems with that. And it's got a 2-year warranty as well. And I think it's a very useful thing to have, especially in an off-grid situation. And it also, I use it as well as the off-grid situations to save money on the electric bill at the cabin, because I use it to charge up all sorts of lighting that we use at night. The Claris rechargeable lighting is brilliant. And instead of running up a bill with the, you know, utility companies, I just charging my solar boxes up at this time of year and then using them to power things in the cabin. So you're seeing it power a 1200 watt, sorry, a 1000 watt industrial hoover that's used for cleaning out fireplaces, and I use that to clean the car out. I also use the hoover or vacuum cleaner that we use inside the cabin, which is a Shark. I was quite surprised that's only 750 watts and it works really well. Very good vacuum cleaner. And that's got an upholstery attachment, which is great for doing the soft mats, floor mats, because that fur of his really gets stuck into them. And it's the upholstery nozzle in the Shark gets that out, no problem. The ash vacuum cleaner I've got, it's just a straight flat nozzle on that for just hoovering ash out. But that does a brilliant job as well. So it powered both of them. It did the whole car, front, back, boot, parcel shelf, and I only used 25% of the battery. Now, that box, it's 1200 watts. You could power a microwave for over an hour, probably an hour and 15 minutes, am I right? And you think, oh, that doesn't sound like a lot. Well, you only normally put a microwave on for like 3-5 minutes, maybe 10 at the most. So, you know, you could power a fridge freezer with it. I think a small fridge, chest fridge, that's pulling about 45 watts. This would last for like, I don't know, over 20 hours. More than that even, you know, maybe 30 hours. So, yeah, a TV, 35 watt TV, LED one. Not plasma, no chance. Forget plasma, they're not energy efficient at all. I don't care how good they look. And LED, yes, 35 watts, 40 watts. That's going to last for years. I mean, 10 hours it's pulled 350 watts, so you're probably talking 40 hours with one of these 1200 watt boxes. Very handy thing to have. Off-grid situation to save money off your electric bill, and in these highly uncertain times, I think it's good to have an emergency backup, which is one reason we've got it, because in the winter we're in a rural, semi-rural location, and we do get blackouts with the electricity. Sometimes it's only a couple of hours, sometimes it can be a day or so. So that's another reason I bought these boxes, and because I just like titting about, really.